People of the world, friends and relatives, as the title of the video states, I will be teaching you today, on this day of days, Stairway to Heaven by the band Led Zeppelin. I will simply be teaching you the notes and chords. There's a lady who knows all the gold in the world. We'll be buying a stairway to get her. I may have messed up the lyrics slightly. I hope you won't hold that against me. Hey, if I held you against me, would you hold me against you? That's a pickup line. It's for picking up hot folks in the club. Let us begin in standard tuning with the guitar. I have to tell you, the beginning of the song is the hardest part of the song. So we're gonna spend a chunk of time on these first like 4 chords. Then it's gonna be a piece of cake after that. A piece of heaven. Thought there was something there, but there wasn't at all. Guys, start. I keep fidgeting with this. I don't know why. Hi, guys. So would you please put your ring finger on the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the top? Your pointer finger is gonna play 5 on the 3rd string from the bottom, but here's the deal. Your pointer finger needs to smash down on the bottom 3 strings on that 5th fret. Here's the other thing. If you just do this, okay, got it. Uncle Stuart, I can do this little puny little bar chord. A pointer finger pushes down the bottom 3 strings on the 5th fret. Got it. Ring fingers on 7 to the 3rd string from the top. Here we go. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna sound awful. Here's what you need to do, guys. 1, your thumb, okay. This is a mistake. Have your thumb on the back of the neck of the guitar, right around here. I'm right around the 4th, or between the 4th and 5th fret, and I'm pushing the pad of my thumb against the back of the neck of the guitar. All right, back to the front. Your ring finger, which is playing the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the top, you want to get right up close to the fret, but here's the thing. Don't try to have your finger straight up and down, like parallel to the fret. You want to have it at like this 45-degree angle from the strings and or the frets. So you see that? You guys, you see that angle? Not like this. Like this. If you're like this, you're going to lean down and mute the other strings. If you're at this angle, you have a way better shot. Use kind of the side of your finger a little bit. Like don't use the very tip, but don't use the pad. Use like the kind of like the corner of your finger. Does that make any sense? Now here's my final little tip. I need a pencil though. What'd you guys do with all my pencils? I've got myself this pencil with a very crisp looking eraser, guys. Look, is it gonna focus? Okay, so here's the 7th fret of the 3rd string from the top, right? I don't want you to push right on the string. I want you to aim for like, okay, God, how do I do this? For like right above the string. I'm trying to draw a little dot there. Let's see. Maybe it's a mistake for me to be drawing on my Marin, but whatever. Look, can you see that dot I made? It's not a dot. What even is that? But look, when I push, I'm aiming for that little like, you see how my finger is sort of almost like above the string a little bit? It's like almost hitting the A string. So I'm not squared away right on the string like that. Squared away, I've never used that term in my life. I'm like, up like that. See that, guys? I think this is a good idea. I've got my finger at this angle. I'm using the corner of my finger and I'm trying to push a little bit above the string. I am also pushing on the string, but that corner of my finger is like pushing up against the wood right where that dot is right there that no one can see. Oh, it's exhausting. All right, so, and then your pointer finger is also gonna be at this angle. See this angle? You don't go like this, guys. It's not gonna work for you. Be at this angle, push hard with your thumb, and then, okay, you're gonna get finally we're playing a note. Have your thumb play the 3rd string from the top. Have your pointer finger play the 3rd from the bottom. Middle finger play 2nd from the bottom. Ring finger's gonna play bottom string. Go ahead and grab onto all those strings and just go thumb, pointer, middle, ring. 1, 2, here we go. Oh shoot, it still didn't sound right? Well, At least we put a whole lot of time and effort into it. That's what counts, right? The truth is, these first 4 chords, you're going to want to quit. It's going to be a miserable, horrible disaster. You're not even going to understand why I would make you do all this. You're going to say, I thought that Stuart wouldn't worship this on his worst enemy, and instead he did worship it on his worst enemy. I guess I'm his worst enemy. Shoot. That's probably what you're thinking right now, but it's going to be fine. You just have to try this for like, how about 2 weeks? How about you do it like almost every day for 2 weeks and we'll see how it goes. I think this is a really good idea. This is a good plan. What? Okay, get your fingers back in place. We're going to try playing those 4 notes one more time. 1, 2, here we go. And nice and slowly. Did it go a little bit better that time? Okay, well, we're gonna switch chords now. Guys, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna get rid of your ring finger completely. Put your middle finger on the 6th fret of the 3rd string from the top. Keep your pointer finger in the same spot, pushing on the 5th fret of the bottom 3 strings. Then with your pinky, play 7 on the bottom string. Even though this chord has more fingers, I think it's a slightly easier chord. I advise you to keep that angle going. Do you see that 45-degree angle I'm talking about? Not like this. That's uncomfortable. It hurts your wrist. Your finger pads are going to get in the way. Angle it, guys. All right. On this chord right here, you're going to pinch together the 3rd string from the top and the bottom string. I'm using my ring finger and my thumb. And then with your middle finger, play the 2nd string from the bottom. Then with your pointer finger, play 3rd string from the bottom, and then go back to the bottom string with your ring finger. So that was pinch, middle, pointer, ring. 1, 2, here we go. And pinch, middle, pointer, ring. Fantastic. We're 2 chords deep. Let's see if we can go from the 1st chord to the 2nd chord. If you're like, that 1st chord sucks, I'm not going to play that thing again. Even if it sounds like this, just have it sound all muted like that and try to get from chord to chord anyway. Just chill out about it. Don't worry about the bad notes. 1, 2, here we go. And slow, 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 slow. Switch. Bing, bang, bong, bang. All right. We're making really good progress here. Are you ready for the 3rd chord? This 3rd chord's not too bad. It's the 4th one is the bad one. At this point, go ahead and have your pointer finger, your pointer finger has been promoted. Instead of doing the bottom 3 strings, it's now doing the bottom 4 strings on the 5th fret. For this chord, we're gonna go ahead and be parallel to the frets. I almost said strings, but it's not. It's perpendicular to the strings, parallel to the frets. I paid attention in geometry. Literally the only high school class I paid attention in. Guys, pointer finger is just right up against the 5th fret, smashing on those bottom 4 strings. Then your pinky is going to reach up to 8 on the bottom string, and you're going to do the exact same picking you just did on the previous chord. It's going to be pinch, 2nd from the bottom, 3rd from the bottom, bottom. 1, 2, play it with me, guys. Pinch, bum, bum, bum. Let's go ahead and play the first 3 chords, and then we're going to tackle this 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. Switch again. Yeah. So you see how, like, I've got the angle, no angle. It's sometimes you have an angle, sometimes you don't. Okay, really quick, then we'll get on with the song. I see Almond Joy in the stores all the time. The blue wrapper one, the red wrapper one, Mounds. It's been 17 years since I've seen a Mounds. Are you ready for the 4th chord? The 4th chord on its own isn't that bad to play. It just sucks trying to get to it, guys. So we've been over here the whole time doing all this stuff. Now your pointer finger has to go to the 2nd fret. You want to play the 2nd fret on the bottom 3 strings. So big ol' shift. Put your middle finger on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string from the bottom, and put your ring finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string from the top. What this is it's a D chord with this added note up here, and this is just the easiest way to play it. If you play a regular D chord, that'll be a lot easier, but it's not gonna sound quite right. I'll explain why in a second. I keep hitting my watch against my guitar and it drives me crazy. I don't even use this watch for anything. For this chord, I'm kind of like somewhere in the middle between having my fingers parallel to the frets or at that 45-degree angle. I'm just kind of splitting the difference. See, it's not a big deal. Whatever you feel like. We're not gonna practice the first 3 chords and then going to the 4th chord. We're just gonna practice going from the 3rd chord to the 4th chord. We're just gonna, and we're not even gonna do the whole, look, this is what we're gonna do. So all I did was I played the notes for the 3rd chord. I went pinch, middle, pointer, bottom string. Then I got to this as quickly as I could, but all I'm doing is playing thumb on the 3rd string from the top and ring finger on the bottom string. I'm just doing the pinch, then I'm going right back. Bing, bang, bong, and switch. Play it with me 3 times. Yeah, I know 3 times is a lot, but we really need some practice on just this part. Bing, bang, bong, pow, poo. One more time. Do it nice and slow like that. You know what? You could even, if that's a big struggle for you, which it very well may be, there is no shame in doing just that, like painfully slow. Are you ready? We're gonna do it one more time so slowly that you are literally gonna go, no, that you've gotta be joking. We're not gonna do it that slow. Watch this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty slow, right? I know, it was crazy. Okay, on that chord, you just do the exact same picking we did on the previous 2 chords. Just pinch, middle, pointer, bottom string. Let's play the first 4 chords. We're halfway through the first half, almost. 1, 2, not quite as ridiculously slow. Yeah. If you do the regular D, it sounds like this. And a lot of you guys are going like, Uncle Stuart, I hate to break it to you, that literally sounded exactly the same. But here's the thing. Here's what's happening on the D string, the 3rd string from the top. We're going... That's called the chromatic scale, when you just move 1 fret at a time. So that lowest note is just going 7, 6, 5, 4, and then it's going to go to 3. So that's like the whole thing. So we would really like to keep that in there if possible. That's why we do this crazy version of the D chord. All right, we're going to play those first 4 chords one more time before we quickly learn the rest of this whole intro, because it's really quite a pleasure to play. 1, 2, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Switch. Great job. We're gonna go to an F major 7 chord. Bottom string is open. Pointer finger's on 1 of the 2nd string from the bottom. Middle finger's on 2 of the 3rd string from the bottom. Ring finger's on 3 of the 3rd string from the top. You're gonna want that angle again, guys. Your picking is gonna be like this. Pinch together 3rd from the top and the bottom. Then play 2nd string from the bottom, then 3rd string from the bottom. So that's like we did before. Then go right back to the 2nd string from the bottom. So it's pinch, middle, pointer, middle. Then you wait for 1/2 of a beat, and then you're gonna go bottom, 2nd from the bottom, 3rd from the bottom. So it goes pinch, middle, pointer, middle, wait, ring, middle, pointer. 1, 2, play with me. And pinch, middle, pointer, middle, wait, ring, middle, pointer. We're finishing up the first phrase, you guys. We're gonna play this sort of G chord. Play the 2nd fret on the 2nd string from the top. It's as if we're playing a G, but it doesn't even, high. 2nd fret, 2nd string from the top, nothing else. Your thumb is gonna play 2nd string from the top. Your pointer finger and middle finger are gonna play 3rd string from the bottom and 2nd string from the bottom, respectively. You're gonna pinch those 3 notes together. Then we're gonna go to an A minor chord. Get rid of your middle finger, put your pointer finger on 1 of the 2nd string from the bottom, ring finger on 2 of the 3rd string from the bottom, and then go ahead and put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string from the top, even though we're not actually gonna use that note. You're gonna play the same 3 strings we just did. 2nd from the top, 3rd from the bottom, 2nd from the bottom. Pinch those notes together twice. So that was like, play it with me, guys. Great. One more little thing to finish up the first phrase of the song. You're gonna play the 2nd string from the top open, and then I use my middle finger to slide up to 8. So we're not really starting from anywhere in particular. I guess you could start from like the 2nd fret, that would work pretty well, but we don't wanna hear that 2nd fret note, we just wanna hear a slide. So as soon as you pluck that 2nd string from the top, start sliding. So all we really hear is the slide up to 8, and I've said this tip before, but it's a great tip. If you're doing a big slide, don't watch your hand, just stare at the fret you want to end up on. So stare right at the 8th fret, slide up to it, and then switch to pointer finger and play 7. So that last part was open, slide, 7. 1, 2, here we go. Open, slide, 7. Great, we have finished the first phrase of the song, Stairway to Heaven. Now that we're like halfway through the video, I suppose I should tell you what I mean by part 1 of Stairway to Heaven. This first part is gonna have all the acoustic stuff at the beginning of the song. Then part 2 is gonna be the solo. I'm not a big fan of teaching solos, as you guys might know, but I do like the solo to Stairway to Heaven quite a bit. I think it has a lot of important skills in it that are really helpful for people who want to play the Stairway to Heaven solo on guitar. And then part 3 is going to be all the other stuff. The reason why I'm doing the solo first and then going to all the extra stuff is because I don't really want to do all the extra stuff, and there's a really good chance I'll just kind of blow off the whole thing before I get to part 3. Moving on to the 2nd phrase, or 2nd chunk of the song. Guys, the 2nd chunk is almost exactly like the first chunk. The only difference is the first 4 notes. Everything else is the same. Here's the only thing we need to change. So you're still gonna go to that same first chord we did before. Here's the only thing that changes is instead of plucking like this on those bottom 4 strings, you're gonna do that exact same picking pattern, but on the middle 4 strings. So it's, and then right after that, it does everything exactly the same as the first time, which means you go back down to the bottom 4 strings. Can we try playing the whole thing through, starting with those middle 4 strings for the first chord? That way you'll see what I'm talking about, and it'll just give you one more chance to practice the song. 1, 2, here we go. And a boom. Then you switch back to the bottom 4. Everything now, we're home free. Well, except for this right here. Was it a little bit better? Is it getting worse? Yeah, it might be. Your fingers are getting tired now, so it legitimately might be getting worse than how it was at the beginning of our lesson. Oh, and you don't do that the second time. You only do it the first time. Are we ready for the next part? This is where it goes. I guess I'm gonna finish it. absolutely breathtaking. Takes my breath away every time I hear it. I literally cannot breathe. All right, so this part has a slightly more difficult picking pattern, but easier chords over here. We're playing a C chord at the beginning. That's ring finger 3, second string from the top, middle finger 2, third string from the top, pointer finger 1 on the second string from the bottom. Now, most of you guys have probably played the C chord before, but guys, you want to keep that same angle for the C chord. You see how ridiculously angled my fingers are? It's very important. Also, your pointer finger on that first fret of the second to bottom string, get it like right up next to the fret. So you're like touching the metal fret there. If you're back here like this, your finger is going to be in for a world of hurt. All right, C chord, here's how you pick. Your thumb plays second string from the top. Then I think I use my thumb twice in a row. I think I go thumb, then my thumb plays the next string down, then my pointer finger plays the next string, then my middle finger plays the next one. Is that what I do? No, shoot, darn it, I messed up. Stupid idiot, go be a homeless person. Don't say that. Moving on to the second phrase or second chunk of the song. Guys, the second chunk is almost exactly like the first chunk. The only difference is the first 4 notes. Everything else is the same. Here's the only thing we need to change. So you're still gonna go to that same first chord we did before. Here's the only thing that changes is instead of plucking like this on those bottom 4 strings, you're gonna do that exact same picking pattern, but on the middle 4 strings. So it's, and then right after that, it does everything exactly the same as the first time, which means you go back down to the bottom 4 strings. Can we try playing the whole thing through, starting with those middle 4 strings for the first chord? That way you'll see what I'm talking about, and it'll just give you one more chance to practice the song. 1, 2, here we go. And a boom. Then you switch back to the bottom 4. Everything now, we're home free. Well, except for this right here. Was it a little bit better? Is it getting worse? Yeah, it might be. Your fingers are getting tired now, so it legitimately might be getting worse than how it was at the beginning of our lesson. Oh, and you don't do that the second time. You only do it the first time. Are we ready for the next part? This is where it goes. I guess I'm gonna finish it. Beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. Takes my breath away every time I hear it. I literally cannot breathe. All right, so this part has a slightly more difficult picking pattern, but easier chords over here. We're playing a C chord at the beginning. That's ring finger 3, second string from the top, middle finger 2, third string from the top, pointer finger 1 on the second string from the bottom. Now, most of you guys have probably played the C chord before, but guys, you want to keep that same angle for the C chord. You see how ridiculously angled my fingers are? It's very important. Also, your pointer finger on that first fret of the second to bottom string, get it like right up next to the fret. So you're like touching the metal fret there. If you're back here like this, your finger is going to be in for a world of hurt. All right, C chord, here's how you pick. Thumb plays second string from the top, pointer finger plays the one right below it, middle finger plays the one right below that, then your ring finger plays the bottom string. So it's thumb, pointer, middle, bottom. Then go to a regular D chord. Just a plain old regular butt D chord, guys. You're gonna go like this. That was the picking we did for the first part of the song. It's where you pinch together third string from the top and the bottom string, then play second from the bottom, third from the bottom, back to the bottom. So now we've got C, bottom, pinch. Great. go back. Oh, do you guys know the regular D chord? Really quick. 2nd fret, bottom string, ring finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string from the bottom, pointer finger, 2 on the 3rd string from the bottom, and then the rest are just open. Great, fantastic. Then we go to a C major 7 chord, guys. Remember that from before? It was that little staircase chord where the bottom is open, and then 1st fret, 2nd fret, 3rd fret. You're gonna do the same picking we just did on the D. Now check this out. Ooh, we go to an A minor. We did that earlier. Quick refresher. Don't play the top string at all. 2nd string is open. 3rd string from the top, middle finger, 2nd fret. Ring finger on the 2nd fret right below that. Then pointer fingers on the 1st fret of the 2nd string from the bottom. However, you're actually going to start without your pointer finger there. You're going to pinch together the 2nd string from the top and the 2nd string from the bottom without the pointer finger. Immediately after you do that pinch, your pointer finger is gonna hammer on to the 1st fret. So it's just like that, guys. How you doing with that? You feeling good about that hammer on? And then your pointer finger plays the 3rd string from the bottom. So it's great. All right, let's play those first 4 chords. 1, 2, here we go. And thumb on the C chord, D chord, great work. F major 7, then hammer O. All right. I just realized I forgot, shaking the camera. I just realized I forgot 2 notes at the very beginning. At the very beginning of this part, before we get to the C chord, you have to play the 2nd string from the top open, and then 2nd fret on that 2nd string from the top. So when you play that 2nd fret, use your middle finger because then it's really easy to switch to the C chord. So it's open to C chord. See how that works? Great. The reason I just remembered that, because after we do our little A hammer-on thing, we're gonna play those 2 notes again. So 2nd string from the top open, then 2nd fret, then we go back to the C chord, but our picking is going to be a little bit different. You're going to pinch together 2nd string from the top, 2nd string from the bottom. Then you play 3rd string from the bottom. Thumb plays 3rd string from the top. And then your middle finger plays 2nd from the bottom. So that was... Then we're going to go to a G, but we're going to do kind of an awkward G, guys. Have your ring finger play 3 on the top string. Have your pinky play 3 on the bottom string. Just those 2 fingers, and we're going to go like this. So that was pinch the outer 2 strings, the top and the bottom. Then play 2nd from the bottom. Then play 3rd from the bottom. And then go back to the bottom. So we just went C, G. Keep your pinky there. Don't move your pinky, but switch your other fingers into a D chord. So that means your pinky does not move. Middle finger goes to 2 on the bottom string. Ring finger goes to 3 on the 2nd string from the bottom. And pointer finger goes to 2 on the 3rd string from the bottom. That is a little bit of a tough switch, keeping your pinky there. But I'm telling you guys, that's how you want to do it. So right after the G, you switch to this, and you're gonna pinch 3rd string from the top and the bottom string together, and then immediately pull off your pinky. So it's like that. You just kind of pull down on your pinky to get off of that bottom string. If you can give it a little twang when you do it, that's even better. Then using your thumb and these 3 fingers, just play the bottom 4 strings all together 2 times. So that's like... Great job. We are halfway through the 2nd section of the song. Let's play the whole 2nd section up till there, starting with our open to C. Here we go. 1, 2. Sometimes I feel like a nut. 1, 2, go. Open to C and D. Then F major 7, then hammer on, open to C, G, crazy G, then pull off chord. That's hard. I mean, this song I would say is difficult but doable. Difficult but doable. That was my nickname in Oh, in college. Nope, it was not even at all. The second half of this second chunk is very similar to the first half of this second chunk, guys. We go to a C chord, but this time we're just gonna play the middle 4 strings like this. We're just going thumb, pointer, middle, ring on the middle 4 strings with the C chord. Then I'm gonna go to a D chord. I'm gonna do the same picking we did last time, which was pinch, middle, pointer, bottom. Then I go to the F major 7 again, just like before. Do the same picking, pinch, middle, pointer, bottom. Then I'm gonna go to A minor and do the hammer-on thing, just like we did before. So that was almost entirely the same. The only thing I changed was the picking on the C. Let's go ahead and play those 4 chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now everything's exactly the same. You're like, yeah, but I don't really remember the way we did it before. So that doesn't matter. Then we go to a C chord. On this C, we'll go back regular C. Just play the middle 4 strings one after the other again. Then go to a regular D chord, play the bottom 4 strings one at a time, thumb, pointer, middle, ring. Then go to the F major 7 chord, and you're gonna play the bottom 4 strings all at the same time 3 times in a row. Just 1, 2, 3. Guys, let's play that whole second half of the second chunk all the way through. Then we'll do a whole run through of everything we have. And that's gonna wrap up part 1 and this first video. 1, 2, second half of second chunk. Romantic. Are you guys ready to run through the entire thing? Let me give you a quick little pep talk first. Take it slowly. Take it slowly. I've been speeding it up a little bit just so that I don't lose my mind, but the truth is you're going to want to spend probably a week doing it painfully slowly. Also, for that week and beyond, like I said before, you're going to have muted dead notes. Like, try not to have any, but if you do, just keep moving. Here's what you are not allowed to do. You are never gonna learn this song if you do this. You ready? If you go like this. Shoot. Okay. If you go like that, you're screwed. You have to go like this. You get it. You get it. All right. Let's play through the whole thing. It was a good pep talk, guys. 1, 2, here we go. And up from the very beginning. I'm excited, guys. I've always wanted to play this song. Keep it nice and slow. Middle 4 strings. Now everything's the same. We're just running through that whole first part again. Get ready. 0, 2, C. D. F major 7. Hammer on. Then G. Don't move your pinky. I sped up accidentally back to the other speed. 0, 2, 3, 2, 0, and D. Almost done, guys. Guys, and that's going to conclude part 1 of Stairway to Heaven. I'll see you next time for the solo, if I ever do it. I'll do it. I'll do the solo. First, I got to do like 17 more Alex G songs, though. I'll tell you what, if you've made it this far, I feel like you deserve a prize, right? What do I have for you? I've got this thing. It goes on the leg of the bench I'm sitting on, but it falls off all the time, so I just leave it off now. Never mind, I don't have a prize for you. Thank you. Okay, actually, do you want to see what I keep in this box right here? It's actually kind of special. You ready? What's in here? What's in here? Oh my goodness. Do you guys know what this is? This is the thing from Lord of the Rings that Aragorn gets from, what's her face? But here's the thing, my wife gave it to me as like a very sincere, special gift. It's very special to me. No, I'm not joking. There's a lady who knows all the gold in the world. Well, what's in this box right here? Oh, that is a mystery for another day. Maybe for part 2.